Oh god, I forgot to turn on Twitch chat. God damn it. That means I missed the first few messages. I feel so bad. Okay, so for those those I missed in chat, I'm so sorry. I see Haunted Millie, I see Tefram, Devness, Hammer Brother, Deadwing Dick, Wrinkly Potato Twitch. Hey, first timer. Yeah, I don't recognize the name. He says first time actually. Oh boy. Catching Anthony on stream, lol. Always just watched on YouTube. Well, that's perfect. Glad you're here. Glad you made it. Rope, how's it going? Russ the Bus. Hello, sir. Okay, let's see. Who else? Not negative. Chairhorn. Mouse is fine. Yeah, this. Okay, the stupidest part about this. Absolute stupidest part. Man, I just realized. You know, the camera has improved so much since the last time I built with this case. Or I built with a wood case. It's crazy. Man, there's a lot of dust actually. This thing has been sitting. Okay, prepare your ears. Wow! Who was it? Dabizzle King. Dabizzle? Well, thank you very much for the the Twitch sub. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Footlong Sub Club, my friend. How's it going? So, if you haven't joined the Discord yet, you should, and then link your Twitch account there, and you should get a nice yellow flare. Okay, so, or I guess a yellow name or whatever. Alright. Okay, what else am I missing? So again, I forgot to turn on Twitch chat first, so I missed a lot of the messages before, or I don't know how many there were. If I missed your message, I'm so sorry. Okay. And so I was just saying, man, this camera really does look so much better than what we used to have to put up with. Okay, so this is the case we're using, and the stupidest part is, so when this case first came out, a lot of people were asking for Massdrop to drop the ass logo, right? Because it just doesn't look good. It really doesn't. And you know, a lot of people, you know, if you drop it, I would buy it. If you drop it, I would buy it. And they didn't. They insisted on not doing it. And then on the second round, they made a version, and it was super shortly after this was announced as well. They made another version without the fucking logo. So those of us who bought it first got screwed. Then again, maybe this will become a collector's edition. I doubt it. And so there were other problems as well. So first of all, another big problem was that the case is warped. It's one of those things that happens with a lot of wood stuff, right? Because of the change in humidity and all that. And so you'll see that the feet are not in all four corners, the same part of the corner, right? This one is a bit further in. Because if I put it in the same spot as all these, then the whole case will wobble. So I had to compensate somehow. Another thing is that the USB cutout was not done right. So I had to file it down, right? You see over here. See, I had to make the hole bigger. And another thing is that the glue they used for the standoffs or whatever they used, I guess they screwed them in or whatever. They just drilled them in maybe. Maybe they used glue, I don't know. But it's not strong enough. And so the first time I was taking, I think, keycaps off or something, and it was really tight. It lifted the whole PCB and plate, the whole thing off the case, so that's really dumb. And I did try, because I didn't use this thing for a while, and so the first time I had to use it, you know, there's so many fucking problems, but apparently it was way past and there's no warranty on it, even though it's a Massdrop branded case. And this was basically my only sour experience with Massdrop customer service. It's kind of weird. With the other mask drop things, you know, things were okay, right? Like the flower space bars where all of them were warped. I got, you know, I managed to return all of them and got a full refund. But for their own product, they don't give a shit, right? It's so weird. You think it would be the opposite, right? You think that, I guess it's because if they work with someone else, then they can just blame it on the manufacturer. But if it's their own branded stuff, maybe they just, you know, they can't really blame anyone other than themselves. Maybe that's the case. What's up, Foxy Clean? We've got the first fox of the day. Hardstones as well. Hey, hey. Are you going to be building a helix when it ships? I don't think so. That's the... Is that the split keyboard? What's up, NGB? How's the broken chair? And Gawk, hello. You made it. Forgot how big that mask drop logo is. Yes. And Zoology. That's our second fox. Cacao, yes. Did I spell it right? I spelled it as Cacao, right? Instead of Coco. Bak is here. We've got Gawk and Bak. Lamp of Anwerf. Hello. Well, don't get too distracted. Big McMuffins. Hello, hello. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, the logo is just so bad. It's just so bad. Here's what we're gonna do. Oh my god, that already looks better. Alright, so the reason why we're doing this, I know yesterday I did mention that maybe we would be doing the... Hey Hangman, thank you very much. 2 months in a row. Thank you, thank you. Much better, yeah. So I was saying that, you know, yesterday because we got the TKC 1800 in, and I'm actually gonna have to do 2 builds in that one. 1 case but 2 builds. Sounds like a great keyboard porn title. And one case, 2 builds. And so I was gonna do that, but I'm officially moving into the new apartment tomorrow, I think. So I got a lot of paperwork to deal with and just other things to finalize. And I mean, I have 2 weeks until I have to move out, so it's more just getting paperwork done, you know, power, internet, insurance, other things like that. And so I was getting that done, so I didn't have time to, because I would have to test 2 PCBs, and they're not 2 60% PCBs, they're 2 1800 PCBs. It's gonna take fucking forever. And so I'm just gonna do that next week. We can get that done next week, and then that one should be pretty fun. Sharon says, I still want you to build my LTGH when it comes to... Are you keeping the same? Yes. So, same PO box, but they might not ship to PO boxes. Sometimes they do. I don't know. It depends on what shipping company they're using. If they don't, let me know. I can give you the new address. I need to make an announcement as well. I need to pin it to make sure everyone knows that I'm changing my address, and I have the new address already. So, if you have anything that doesn't accept PO boxes, let me know. I'll give you the new address. Don't murder me. Don't send dildos to my apartment. Please don't do that. Looks better without the forehead. Forehead. Okay, let's see. The city, Portlandia, scared about the workout. Okay, who else is here? Congrats on the move. Yep, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so it should be pretty fun. And I'll be upgrading my internet too, so hopefully that'll be good. No, I will actually be moving out on my own, so that's pretty good. Text to speech for the win. Oh, nice. Do you accept glitter? No, don't do it. It's terrible. Don't do it. Please don't send me dildos. Or the Vibatronics 5000 2018 edition. Don't send that to me. Okay. So, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna use this wood case. Like I said, we've already talked about the flaws and shit. Maybe I should just fucking saw this whole thing off. Or we can have another marathon stream. We'll just use this. Our good friend. Yeah. I'd love to talk more about that, but I can't really say anything. Saturn V dildo, oh boy. Hopefully it has good thrusters. Okay, so let's go ahead and then okay, we're gonna do that, and then the switches we're gonna use. It's been a long time coming. We did look at these a while back. Did kind of a quick overview, and so today we're actually gonna build with them. These are the box royal switch. Just I use these, so I have to end of a plural. All right, so it is a very tactile switch, almost stupidly tactile. And so we're going to use them as a chocolatier because as the keycaps have a tendency to reduce tactility of switches, so I think, and it reduces the perceived weight as well of the switches. So I think as the keycaps would work great with the box royal switches. Kind of tames it a bit if you will. Okay, so these are the switches. They come from North Korea. It's part of a new trade agreement with our very respectable supreme leader. It says NK over there. See, look at that. A crown for supreme leader. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And this just came in. I actually have I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's been I don't think I haven't talked about it too because I'm kind of under an NDA for it, but it's been in development for I want to say 7 months, and it is a Kyle box switch stem alignment tool. Or a kit, I guess, and it allows you to straighten the box switches on, to get straight stems. All right, so let me bring that out. All right, I don't think I talked about this, so it's pretty hype. So, here you go. It is a switch remover and some cherry switches. So if you want to remove your tilted stems, this is the way to do it. The only way to do it, apparently. Okay, so anyway, and we're just gonna use a DD60 PCB because it's cheap, it's good value, it's really good value, it's stupid good value. And the funny thing about the DD60 is whenever people fuck them up, right, it'll cost more for you to get it repaired than to just fucking buy another one. Okay, so hopefully you will be purchasing the box switch tilted stem what's a good word for it? Recalibration kit. And we've got a trademark in there somewhere, the TM at the back. Okay, so we've got the DZ60. This is the mini USB one, because like an idiot, I bought 10 of these things. And then literally a month later, they introduced a Type-C. Okay, so for the plate, I actually haven't decided yet. I was trying to decide between an aluminum plate and a carbon fiber plate. Okay, so whichever you guys want. Alright, so we can do carbon fiber with wood. Right, it's like putting pineapple on pizza, right? It's almost like two things that should never go together. Or gather on switches and OTDs. And yes, it's a personal build proximity, just for fun. I would have it's a personal build, but it's not even something I'm gonna use, really. I'm just gonna have it out here. I'll build it today. We'll check out how stupid loud it is, because you know it's a wood case, and you know if there's some bit of hollowness in the wood case, it's gonna be stupid loud, and it's gonna be loud. It's gonna be box royals, which are already loud, and SA keycaps. So it's gonna be one of those keyboards that, you know, if you absolutely hate your neighbor, bring this to your office or whatever, or use it at home at night at 3 AM. And or if you know your spouse needs the pitter patter of the rain outside to fall asleep, then this would be good too if you can type at a consistent speed. Not with how I smash my spacebar, though. With how I type, with how I just slam that spacebar, it's almost like there's hail. So not a very soothing sound. Okay, so are we doing carbon fiber then? Because I think everyone wants carbon fiber. Let's see, Russ the Bus wants carbon fiber. Is it aircraft grade? Okay, Jordex is here as well. Who else is here? Looks nice with the wood though. Okay, carbon. Okay, so we're all doing carbon fiber. Carbon and wood might sound pretty good. Loud, hold, clacky. Yes, yes, yes. Oh yes, I will be giving Russ the Bus a nice hard wood. It will piss people off board. Yes, exactly what it's gonna be. So okay, let's do the carbon fiber plate then. So I will say the carbon fiber plate, this one, the Leandrin type carbon fiber plate, it's kind of a struggle with box switches. If you're building it, if you're taking it out of the plate, it's gonna be a pain in the fucking ass, because I did that already. I built it with box whites and I had to desolder it. Holy shit, because it's so tight. It's like when dogs fuck each other and they get stuck for 30 minutes. That's basically what it's like. Okay, so we've already got the Band-Aid mod in. And now I believe there's my 70 space 2U space stabilizers. NGB says I did a build with one, but it helps with switch alignment. Absolutely. But I think for Kyle box switches, what you want is a loose plate so that you can actually counter steer the box switches and get those straight stems. You have the tool for that now. Okay, so set this aside. Proximity says, people in my office love when I bring my beam spring in. It's like a carnival attraction. Well, but the thing is, it's also because you don't do it every day, right? So it's fresh. If you did it every fucking day, you might not get the same reaction. It's kind of like getting your dick sucked off by a goat. You know, if it happens once in a while, it's kind of funny. If it's an everyday thing, then you're just kind of weird. The gingerbread man says, "Hey, how's it going? By the way," he says, "Did you hear about the Ant Pro 2 box switches?" No, the Ant Pro 2 definitely has a lot of features at its price point, and I think for that reason, it's very attractive to a lot of people. I unfortunately have never been impressed by it. I think that it tries to do too much, and so it kind of sucks at everything. And I've seen I've seen at least a handful of Ant Pros, and I think most, if not all of them, have had problems. And we're talking functional problems, right? Not, ooh, it sounds bad. Yeah, so I've never been too interested in it myself, unfortunately. You build 1,000 bridges, but fuck one goat. You're not the bridge builder, you're the goat fucker. I guess. I mean, you would know. Right, goat fucker? Okay. So, I guess we have to move the nice desk mat again. Also, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up. So, Dixie Mac just teased 2 of his desk mat ideas, and those are the ones that he actually spoke to me about, and I kind of wasn't allowed to tell anyone, and I did hint at it, and so he finally showed 2 of them off. I think 2 of them are gonna be, they're just 2 versions of the same thing, I think, or maybe he's gonna do both of them. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was an island. I was lonely. Okay, but if you know what I'm talking about, if you go to his Instagram, you see it. I mean, I can talk about it now, right? It's a welcome mat. So it is a welcome mat desk mat. I'm not even making this up. If you're wondering, well, what the hell does that have to do with keyboards? Nothing. It's just supposed to be funny. Right. People are gonna walk to your cubicle at work and they're gonna see, wow, is that a welcome mat? You are so hilarious, holy shit. You're literally the funniest person I've met ever in my life. Right, and then you're gonna get you're gonna be able to hang out with the hottest dudes and the coolest dudes and the hottest chicks. It'll make you the center of the party. Gonna get you laid, yes. And then after that, you can hand her your welcome mat. But yeah, so it's supposed to be funny. I guess, I mean it is, but it's one of those things where it's just, am I really gonna use it? But you can already imagine the people who are gonna actually post it unironically. Welcome to my battle station. Alright, so we clipped our stabilizers. I'm sorry if I'm not talking too much about what's going on here. Alright, I'm trying not to stream for too long, so it's one of those where it's a rebuild. I'm just gonna go through real quick. Okay, fine, I'll show one. Okay, I'll show one. How to clip your stabilizers real quick. Because I'm always afraid that it's like, yeah, but you said to watch all your other videos. Okay. Alright, let me show you. Okay, so you take your genuine cherry stabilizer, you grab the insert, you'll see that the insert has 4 feet. You'll see 2 of them have fangs, 2 of them do not. The ones that have fangs are flimsy as well. You want to clip those off. Grab your flush cutters or scissors or just bite them off. Alright, let's get rid of them. And then you see maybe you have a bit of a leftover plastic here, just clip that off too. Because why not? Okay, so do that. You have the freshest restaurant, not the freshest clothes, right? What is it? Chillest restaurant, the freshest clothes. I think. I don't even remember, dude. Put that actually grease to good use. Oh yes. And that, don't forget that rubber dome. Yeah, that's probably my second favorite copy pasta. My favorite one is still, you guys are all dumb. Or is it you are all dumb? God, you are all dumb or something like that. I know. When I had to look for it, I just went to Discord and I just looked up, you are all dumb or something like that, and it showed up. That's the best one. Okay. So, now you want to loop your stabilizers, right? You're really only going to loop the metal wire of the stabilizer. So, use this dielectric grease, all right? Don't, if you have this available online or whatever, or at a store near you, just get this. Don't fucking bother with anything else. It is a thick grease. It is definitely not thin oil. Do not use thin oil on your stabilizer wires. They don't serve the same purpose. For your stabilizers, what you want to do is you want to use the grease to fill in the gaps between the metal and the plastic, not to make it smoother. And when I say fill in the gaps between the metal and plastic, I'm pretty sure I was the first one to really say that, and 2 other guides have now used that and just fucking copy paste it into there, whatever. Anyway, so you want to do that. So grab your thick grease. And then you want to lube basically 4 parts of your stabilizer wire. So what you do is, I'll show you in a bit. So again, this is very thick grease, very gummy, so do not put it on the plastic parts because they're not going to help your stabilizers feel smoother. If you put it on the plastic parts, everything's just gonna feel mushy and gummy and shitty and slow. So don't do that. Okay, so here's what you get. You're gonna lube the bent section, and you want to put it on the inner bend, so the inside of the corner over here. All right. So, and you will see when we put the plastic back on, it'll make sense. All right. So we said that this grease here is just trying to fill up the gap between the metal and the plastic, right? So you'll see that this is where the metal wire touches the plastic on the inside. So we've got grease that goes around it over here, right? So the metal clip won't just slam against the rest of the plastic hood, if you will. And the bend over here won't be too loose inside the clip. All right, you want nice, good contact with the clip. What's up, Mr. Keebs? And Jubei as well. Chairhorn. Yeah, so do this with all your stabilizers, alright? So lube it this way. This is the most effective way to get good stabilizers. You don't need fucking 4 formulas of expensive imported lubes. Just one thing. This one simple trick. Keyboard content creators hate him. Or I guess Korean keyboard builders hate him. Korean workshop fucking omega fucking lol, man. Okay, so just keep doing it for all your stabilizer wires, alright? Don't worry about lubing the plastic parts. These stabilizers are loose enough. The plastic parts are loose enough where, you know, lube really isn't going to help very much. I used to lube the plastic parts and then I found that without the lube, it still doesn't really feel different. It feels almost the same. Pretty much the same, right? You can't even fucking tell. That's the thing. When you can't even tell, then it's like, why am I doing that? So this, you can definitely feel the difference. Proximity says, gotta be careful about how much dielectric grease you use. I definitely overdid on my last build and it was pretty thick. Yes, for sure, yeah. Especially on the clip section. You don't know gummy till you've tried to drink casein protein. No cream pie stab zone. Use butter instead. Oh yes, for sure. You want your stabs to also smell good, right? So when you're typing 1,000 words per minute, you know, you're basically gonna fry that butter. from all that friction. And another thing, of course, once you put your stabilizer back, the wire back in, what you can do is very simple, quick test is to make sure that you put the wire back into the right hole, because there are two holes in genuine cherry stabilizer inserts, and you want to put it in the correct one, right? There's one where you can stick it in and it works great. The other one where you stick it in and it just leads to nowhere. All right, so put it in the right hole. So do that. So if it moves up and down, you know it's still going. All right, so for this part, you might be wondering, wow, why is this taking so long? Take your time. It's not a race. Because trust me, if you fuck this up, you know, say you don't care enough, you don't test it, you don't do it carefully or lovingly, then fixing it is gonna cost you way more money and time than doing it right the first time. So Lewis twice as important. This man lubes. And 12, what is this? Oh, this is the game that you and Uncle John play every Thanksgiving. In the attic, right? Y'all talking about PBT keycaps? Omega lol, I'm on that PBJ shit. Surprised they don't have a PB and J themed keycap set yet. Oh my god, don't give them any ideas. Or you could have Thesis Kemper do it and it'll come out looking like Nutella. God, you guys are so dumb. It was just the lighting, okay? So you're saying you spit on genuine cherry stabs and you're good to go? Pretty much, yes. I saw some videos where they did that and it works great. Introducing the new Vanta Black M65. Oh, it's shipped out already. It's delivered. You just can't see it. It's just... absorbs all the light. Yeah, so like I said, today's stream is just kind of... That's why I didn't even post it on Reddit. It's just a casual stream. Because yeah, I'm pretty tired and I need to... I can't stay up too late because I still need to go get the key and sign a bunch of documents tomorrow. Wrinkly Potato Twitch says, I actually have to head out though. Look forward to catching more streams in the future. Alright, sounds awesome. There should actually be even more streams once I move, so pretty exciting. Let me think. Let me look at the dates real quick. 1 second. Okay, so maybe 2 weeks from now there might not be a stream. Maybe. That's a solid maybe. It depends on how much I'm able to move. Right, I'm gonna try to get it all done by that week, but we'll see. Because if I can get the internet set up next week, and you know, I move most of my stuff there first, because I'm gonna move the desk and everything last, and so maybe, I don't know yet. Maybe I should move the bed last. But once you get everything moved over, yeah, I'll let you know. Next Friday there should still be a stream. I don't know about the 6th of July. I'll let you guys know. And yeah, it sucks. RIP Canoe PCB, yeah. Chokan says, appreciate the late stream. Hey, Chokan. Oh, don't forget. That's right, he's been here. Thanks for the follow, Rainy. So, I forget my shield moment. Okay, everybody, don't forget that Chokan has a really awesome YouTube channel. Go check him out. No, it actually is really good. I'm not trying to be sarcastic, but he is the, I guess, producer of the very popular This Is My 60 series, where it's a show about people. No, it's like a show and tell for people with their grandparents. Right. And there's also a This Is My 70 and This Is My 80. Anyway, very popular series where he shows off other people's 60%. Even though it's called This Is My 60. And he also has a very famous, actually famous, QMK tutorial, because it's the most robust QMK tutorial series on YouTube. So go check him out. It's got lots of cool stuff. My personal favorite is Keyboard and Movies. I just think it's one of those, it's fun, right? Yeah, so go check out his YouTube channel. If a kind soul would put a link in chat right now and make it easy for everyone, that would be nice. And if you don't, if no one does that, that's fine. If you look at my Twitch channel, you scroll down right now, you should see a link to his channel. Russ the Bus says, classic Switch mod. Have a ship out date of 622. Update Malaysian holiday. I need to pack. Wait, Switch mod? To pack spring 630 is the date now. Oh, what's the Malaysian holiday? Is it? Oh, is it? Idul Fitri? Hold on. Is that how it's pronounced here as well? Or everywhere else in the world? Because in Malaysia it's called Idul Fitri, and I know that it's spelled differently in Malaysia, that's for sure. So that's probably it. Because that was last weekend, right? And And yeah, Malaysia celebrates it too, so that was probably it. That was probably the holiday. Shield me, baby. Might actually have new videos next week. Park Champ! It's gonna be pretty awesome. Alright, let's see. Gotta submit my ego for that once it's built and caps come. Moving alone. Yes. Yes. So that would be nice. And the funny thing is, actually, just yesterday there was a thread about on Ask Reddit about what's the best part about living alone, and the top one was, you know, things are, you know, it's easy to keep things clean because if you clean it, it's just gonna stay clean, or until you have to clean it again, and you don't have to worry about other people fucking it up. I was like, fuck yeah, that's basically the only reason. And yes, that's why I said I wouldn't blame it on them. It's just one of those, because yeah, Malaysia will usually well, I wouldn't say shut down, but you know, it'll slow down for a week or so. So these I've already pretty much put dielectric grease on the band-aids as well. Okay, so right, I was ready for the stream. So the Band-Aid mod, you might ask, well, what are you doing with the Band-Aid mod? And so what it does is it cushions the bottom out of your stabilizer, so to reduce that additional clack, right? You might like it, you might not like it. Most people don't like that extra clack you get with your stabilized keys. So the Band-Aid mod tries to take that out of the equation. So yeah, so you want to get fabric Band-Aids, not the plastic type. And then, so now you test your stabilizers first before you go ahead and solder anything. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to moving my keyboard stuff though. It's gonna be a pain in the ass because I have a lot of stuff just scattered everywhere. I try to be organized, but you know, when you have a stream every Friday, it's kind of hard to keep everything organized because you can't put it in the correct drawer in your room or whatever, and so a lot of times you just kind of oh, I'm just gonna leave it here for now. You end up with a fucking stash of stuff just right here. One in the wrong hole. Oh yeah, it's exciting, right? Fun fact, did you know that according to surveys, the higher the level of education attained, the more likely you are to try butt stuff. Learned it in a human sexuality psychology class. You can look that up. I don't know, because Juan Emilio was just saying that, and so I'm just additional fact. It's one of those things, right? You go to bed smarter tonight. Right, if anything, you learn something new. And I mean, the funny thing about that was when I mentioned that to my friends who were kind of talking about that, and it's just, you know, it's a few friends and the guy and his wife were there as well. And when I mentioned that, he just took so much offense to it because, you know, he prides himself on being very highly educated. And I know when I mentioned that, he's like, no, that's not true, okay? That's not true. And I'm like, well, you can look it up. And so the whole time he's just trying to disprove that study. It's kind of funny. It's like, dude, do you have any issues or something that you want to talk about? Yeah, he just got so worked up over it. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, it's just part of the conversation. We're just talking about it. He took it so personally. Okay, so now let's test the stabilizers. A very important part of a keyboard build. Excuse me. Okay. Oh man, speaking of Caesar, is anyone hyped for... I mean, of course, he's not part of Greek mythology, but it just made me think about it. He's not, right? Yeah, he's not. Hold up, am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, yeah. Anyone super hyped for it? I still haven't seen the trailer. I've seen headlines and just, you know, a few quick articles about it. I haven't really looked into it. I keep forgetting to look at it, even though my brother keeps mentioning it to me. Ten out of 10 without a doubt. Hey, what's up? CODSKT, how's it going? Oh no. Yeah, so what are you guys hyped about for E3? Yeah, Roman, right? That's what I thought, and then I don't know why I doubted myself. I know it because, you know, the stories of Jesus were during the Roman, what's the word? Rule, I guess? Occupation? Over the Jews. And so one of his most famous lines that people usually quote out of context is, you know, give to God what is God's, and give to Caesar what is Caesar's, and give to God what is God's. And so that's how I remember that Caesar's Roman. Who's hyped for Caesar salad? And speaking of that, Scissor Sisters used to be pretty big. To be fair, I really only liked one of their songs. I think it was Fire with Fire. And that was super hype in FIFA 20... One of the FIFAs. Maybe 2012, 2013, one of those. Yeah. Anyone here know that song? Scissor Sisters, as in like scissoring, you know, like scissor sisters. It's one of those bands where, you know, you like one song and that's the song that they're super famous for and you think, holy shit, I gotta check out this band, and nothing else sounds like that song, and just like, and it's just kind of disappointing. I would say it's kind of like Passion Pit with Take a Walk. That was during 2012, right? Because I remember that was the thing during my freshman year in college. My first year here. Yeah, Passion Pit, Take a Walk with Imagine Dragons. What's that song? Radioactive. There we go. So the worst part about that is that with songs like that, Malaysia is a bit behind, right? Because, you know, we're 10,000 miles away. So for music to travel that far, you know, it takes a lot of time, right? Shitty ass science. Anyway, so what was I saying? And so, you know, in my whole my freshman year, my first year of college, you know, every fucking day you hear those two songs. Especially Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. And, you know, by the end of the year, it was kind of dying down. So, you know, March, April, May of 2013, it was dying down. And I went home to Malaysia for that summer, and it was at its peak. And so it was still every fucking day just Radioactive. Radioactive. Just kill me, please. Three Kings. I haven't seen it. Is it good? But yeah, E3. We were talking about E3. Right, Bethesda stole the show. Right, no, literally no one's talking about anything else. It's only Cyberpunk and Bethesda. That's it. COD SKT says 11:30 a.m. and I just woke up, so I guess it's going good. Oh, got to sleep in. That's very nice. Rope says I'm hype as fuck for my friend Pedro. Is that a reference? Does that plate support split space? No, unfortunately it does not. Right, you can tell it doesn't because you don't have the stabilizer cutouts over here. It's usually how you tell. Hey, what's up, Alex? How's it going? You can wake up an entire apartment complex with holy pandas. Right, because of the burglars. Yo, I shit you not, this guy has a keyboard of holy pandas that he built in June 2018. I'm telling you, man, this guy is loaded. Oh man, sorry about that, NGB. What chair is it? So we'll know what not to buy. I guess it doesn't really work that way, right? So is it the wheel that just fell off, or is it something broke? Because usually the wheels you can just replace it, right? You can just put it back in. The caster wheels, they're replaceable. So, but if it broke, then maybe that's a different thing entirely. My friend Pedro, the game. Yeah, see, I didn't hear about it. I mean, I wasn't keeping a close attention during E3. So what's it about? I mean, I could Google it, but it takes out like, part of the fun of asking questions like that, right? What's up, old titty? Have you been here this whole time? Gosh. He's got holy pandas in his 356 CL. Let's jump in. If you put holy pandas in a 356 CL, you need to go fucking rethink your life choices. Rainy says, put that chair in its place. Her. One Emily says, there's a funny part in the movie where they have a cassette tapes playing the newest Michael Jackson during the Gulf War, like early 80s Michael Jackson. Wheel well snapped, need a new 5-star base. It's a gaming chair, okay. Well, maybe this is a good time to get a nice task chair. Then again, I mean, racing chairs, the aesthetic is what people are in it for, right? That really sucks though, not gonna lie. That really does suck. Lurking past 5 minutes. No worries. I get the voyeurism. With a dining room chair. Even those aren't fail-proof. What's up, Neflock? He says, yo, Anthony, what's up? Sitting here with face shifted tonight. I just want to say how much we enjoy your streams, dude. Keep it up. Nice, nice. What are you guys in for on a Friday night? You know what I say. So it's time for lube on Friday night. More expensive means more better though, right? Yes, indeed. Indeed it does. It only makes sense. Now about anything with gaming on it? Mice are only thing. Well then, you can't really say never buy anything with gaming on it, right? Can you even find a non-gaming branded monitor that's, you know, 144 FPS and above with G-Sync? Phase lubing switches, exactly right. Hey, look at that. Wait, is that a euphemism? Neflock says, I'm desoldering a Liku CP PCB. Very nice. Are you using a desoldering gun? Are you going man mode on it with a desoldering braid or a solder sucker? I need the recliner, says NGB. But I thought a lot of taskers have that too. And they have it better too. Or do you need it to recline literally horizontal, like 180 degrees? Alex says, not like this is the first time my Friday night has consisted of watching a live stream involving an Asian man and lubricant. That's the best part of Friday nights, isn't it? Oh man, these already sound obnoxious. Rope says, it's hard to explain. It's like a 2D action game. In the trailer they were shooting had a pan in slow motion and bullets were ricocheting into the enemies. Okay. Well, I'll have to look it up. Your description doesn't sound too exciting. Solder sucker? Oh my god, I feel so bad for you. Good luck though. And Pro is branded gaming. That's why it's terrible. S2716 DG monitor is good. Man, that monitor is one of the nicest looking gaming monitors out there. Absolutely beautiful. That's it in terms of the overall package, but I cannot stand TN panels. I move around in my chair too much. The vertical shift just throws me off. The vertical color shift. Alright, it doesn't matter where you sit, the top will look different on the bottom as well. That shit, yeah, that shit pisses me off. So if you don't mind, then it works for you. Which is great too, because they're pretty cheap compared to IPS ones. Hey, look, Kuzan is here too. Netflix says, I've had mixed experience with desolder guns. I use solder suckers, takes longer, the results are better in my opinion. Well, what desoldering gun were you using though? I don't know. I much prefer using this to a solder sucker. And I would actually put a copper braid above a solder sucker, a desoldering braid. I would actually put this above a solder sucker. Fundamentally says, dude, I should be asleep. Weightlifting team is doing a heavy session tomorrow. There's only so many times I can use the keyboard stream as an excuse for sleeping in. That'd be so damn entertaining. Well, it's people like you, right? You guys make the stream so entertaining. It's all you. Now, don't forget I have a donate button down there. Man, I will say, just because of your Discord profile picture, every time I see fucking Mario somewhere now, I just think of you. Not in a homo way. Just one of those where it's just, you know, your mind just has to have thoughts. dirty ones. And so I was just out at an Asian market, and you know, for some crazy reason, they sell normal cereal, and I'm trying to remember what brand it was, but they had a Super Mario promotion. So they had, you know, 3D Mario out in front. And so I just can't help it, you know, I'm just, hey, that's one in a million. It's kind of the same way how every time I see the Korean flag show up somewhere, I just think God, just because of his Discord picture. Oh, Titty says agreed. I used to have two 144 Hz TNs and now rocking 165 IPS, never going back. Yeah, and especially because I got mine for $420. I got an Asus PG279Q a year and a half ago, for $420. Oh, it was a cheaper desoldering gun. Yeah, that sucks. The other didn't suck well, so it sucked because it didn't. When they start selling gaming cars. RGB windshields. RGB brake lights. Mustache rides for everyone, especially Princess Peach. Oh boy. Oh boy, sign me up. Okay, so we got that covered. Now let's start soldering and clear the space a little bit. Gonna bring out my Chad solder, my big dick solder. They have these COD Jeeps. I'm not surprised. Most of the people I know who have Jeeps fucking love Call of Duty. Princess Peach Fuzz. Okay, so again, another tip, don't put all your switches in one go, and don't just solder, you know, one key to line by line, row by row, whatever. Spread them out and use the star pattern, kind of like when you're replacing a wheel on your car. Alright, so we're going to start here and we're going to go here and go to, we're not going to do this first, and then we're going to do this one and do this one and do the middle ones. And so you also don't want to solder anything in the big universal cutouts yet, you know, these big holes, because the switch is not held on all four sides, tightly by the plate on all four sides, and so there's a lot of wiggle room and shit. So, you know, you could have crooked switches and stuff like that. Then again, these are Kyle box switches, so not like we're really trying to fix anything. And so we're gonna leave those for last. We're gonna try to do switch alignment, which again is a fucking joke with the box switches, but still we're gonna try to do that. COD has been dead since Black Ops. That's good. That's good, because I think the less violent video games we play, the less popular they are, the less school shootings we'll have in America. Right? Am I right, guys? That's what the politicians told me. That's what the fucking President of the United States says. Okay, I already realized the problem. So, this is a pretty common problem in the DZ60 actually. I'll show you guys. So, okay, so you know how I like to get the switches as flush as possible in the PCB, right? If you look at this one, you see, holy shit, Anthony, what are you doing? Oh no, baby, what is you doing? You will see that the switch is hovering over the PCB, even though I'm pulling it down. So the problem is that, and I'll show you once this thing is heated up. The problem is that the solder on the through-hole USB connector is too thick. Look at that. Look at that big silver bump over there. It's too big and it's actually blocking the switch from getting flush against the PCB. So we're going to desolder the switch and then we're going to just heat up the... We're going to try to remove some of the excess solder on there. NGB says, I'm just going to buy a new base from the website. It has the 5-star base and gasket. And it's comparable with my old chair. It's like $40 on the website. Shipped? Or do you still have to pay for shipping too? That really sucks, man. Especially because now then you won't have a chair you like for... Okay, look at how big the bump is. That's ridiculous. Right. Look at that. So we're just going to flatten it out. Alright, look at how thick that is. And it's close to the switch, so that's why it's a problem. There are chemicals in the water turning frogs gay. We need to focus on that. Foxy Clean. Asus X Mazda RGB Gaming Miata. 144Hz nav system. Nintendo switches in the flip down sunshades. RGB blinkers. 1 millisecond steering response. Then again though, the full-on gaming market isn't really going to be too interested in a fucking gaming Nintendo Switch in the car, right? You need the PC Master Race on your Mazda Gaming Miata. ROG Miata. Rainy says, I love how the switches are purple, even if we'll never see them. Yeah, and it's a pretty nice shade of purple as well. It's not very saturated, which I guess is also nice, right? Depending on what you like. Right. Give me 1 second. Netflix says, Anthony, what are your opinions on the Box Royals? Well, we're going to find out today. I mean, this is the first build with Box Royals, at least for me. My brother has a Switch and I kind of want one. So many games on that shit. Yeah, even God recently got one as well. He really likes it. Riding the white pony. Okay, so as you can see, here's what we did to the solder joint, the excess solder on the joint, right? Look at that. Look at how nice and flat it is now. That's what you can try to do to fix that problem, right? The connector is still in place. The pins are still there soldered in, but there's just no excess bump. Devin says, oh dang, God got a Switch too? Might have to see who else in Discord has one. Swap up some friend codes. Yeah? He seems to enjoy it. Yes, it is a DZ60, 1 milli. The very best. Value 60%. Honestly, it's... At this point, I would really only recommend two 60% PCBs. But then again, actually, I don't... With my recent, you know, distaste for QMK, I don't know how much really I will keep recommending the DZ60. It seems to work well though for most people. Almost no one else complains about what I complain about. But pretty much the only two that I would really recommend are the DZ60 and the Zeal 60. Which is funny, right? They occupy two opposite ends of the spectrum, the price spectrum. The one just has the best features for the price, right? It can't be beat. And the other one just has perky RGB and works well. That one is, you might argue, overpriced, but the fact is there's no competitor to it. There's no competition. So unfortunately, it's going to stay at that price until something happens. I will say, people who are getting the TX60 should really consider swapping the PCB out for a DZ60, because then you don't have to deal with Liku PCBs. Why am I just standing still? Headshot. Do you have that same problem? Because I know I definitely do. And so that's annoying. It depends on what you're doing, but yeah. So sometimes what will happen is, you know, I will have music on. Well, it doesn't happen that often, but... Or, you know, I'm just trying to do something else, and it definitely makes MMOs unplayable for me on a 60%. And I definitely need my MMO mouse. Because yeah, you can't do WASD while trying to access the function layer. It's fucking stupid. What happens is it resets. It interrupts whatever input you currently have when it swaps the FN layers. So say I'm holding down, you know, W, trying to move forward in the game, and I need to access F1. So I, you know, hit function and 1, trying to hit F1. So on a normal keyboard, what will happen is, you know, I'll still be moving forward because I haven't let go of my W, right? So, and then I'll also input F1. On QMK, however, at least maybe there is an option to turn that off, but no one has told me about this, even though I mentioned this quite a few times. And so on QMK, I hold down the W, right? And I'm going to try to hit F1. So I use function, I hit 1. What happens is my W gets stopped, my character stops moving, F1 gets entered, I have to lift off W and push it down again to continue going forward. Which is the most pants on head retarded shit ever. Even a poker, a V60, an AN Pro can get, well, maybe the AN Pro, maybe I don't know about the AN Pro, but I know the V60 from KBP and the poker get that right. But for some stupid reason on QMK, it's not the default. God says, Snow 2 has the most graceful FN layer switch I have seen on a board. Yeah, FN layer switch, so the QMK doesn't work for me because of that. Jigon doesn't work for me because it swaps too fast. It's very unforgiving. And no, I haven't tried the XD60 because it's really lame compared to the DZ60 in terms of features. Definitely an FPS. Okay, yeah, so you have that problem too. Okay, and what keys are you trying to access? Are you trying to access a functionality? Yeah. So, okay, see, someone else gets it. Yeah, I get so fucking annoyed. Especially PUBG, I guess, because you have so many buttons you need. Yeah, because most of the time whenever I talk about this, people don't understand what I'm saying. And they're like, oh, I thought every keyboard does that. I'm like, no, they really don't. You know, just compare to anything else. It works as you expect, but not on QMK. And so, if I'm wrong, someone please correct me. Someone please show me where the option is to fix that. Because it's driving me pretty close to swearing off QMK or 60% QMK. Or QMK 60% keyboards. Anthony, what are your thoughts on HS60? That's the hot swap one, right? What I will say is most of the time when a PCB or keyboard tries to offer too many features at a way too good price point, most of the time it fails in a lot of aspects. Most of the time. But I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it'll be good. Droidegg says, I'm so over 60% keyboards. Well, I am as well, but I keep them around for portability, compatibility, because you can swap a lot of shit around. You have some variety, and it's the easiest way for me to have a rotation or a selection of different switch types for visitors and stuff like that. Whenever they come over, they get to try all these different keyboards. Because you don't want it to show up and everything is fucking box whites or vintage blacks, right? Try this one, it's different, but it looks the same, and they feel the switches feel the same. Yeah, no, but this is grade. This is 1.5 millimeter thick aluminum, and that one is 1.2 millimeter thick aluminum. They're very different. God says 60% resident sleeper. It's kind of annoying because 60% is the ideal size for having tons of mouse room for gaming. But rip. Cheap as shit though, $58 for PCB case stuff. See, the thing is, it's cheap as shit. Stabilizers are complete shit, so you're gonna have to pay more anyway. So, what the bundle value isn't really there anymore once one of the parts is already shit and you have to buy it from somewhere else. But yeah, I mean, I do have their plastic cases actually. I have 3 of them, I think. Honeymoon says gaming is the only application where it has that issue. I think I wouldn't say it's the only application where it has that issue. It has the issue everywhere, but it's only apparent when you're gaming because that's when you actually need that to work correctly. Most of the time. Nothing. I want Jane 2. But God says Keycap number 1 would probably be better than the new Jane. Probably. Probably. We don't know. What if Keycap is one elaborate hoax? Hey, what's up, thick boy? With the tryhard 7. The salute. How's it going? Wait, what issue? Hold on. Oh, the QMK FN swap that we were talking about. 100 million says it's when it's a problem and noticeable. I can't think of another situation. Yeah, so I agree. Yeah, the problem. So what I'm trying to say is I'm just trying to clarify what you're saying. I'm just trying to say that, you know, it still happens everywhere. It's just that when it's especially apparent when you're gaming. No. So again, just make sure all the switches are flush against the PCB. You want the two bumps in the corners to be touching the PCB. There we go. That's a lot better. Rod Garoon says, my Pocket doesn't have that issue and my L3 PCB doesn't either. I don't use my function layer when I game though. People who game on 40% keyboards, it's like, Jesus man, do you just not use any controls? Then again, I mean, it depends on what game they play, right? If you're playing fucking Tetris, then sure, that works. Or Robot Unicorn Attack. You only need 3 keys. Does anyone play that game? Or played it? Foxy Clean says, I bought a Quickfire Rapid TKL Blues for my grandma because she says she missed clicking switches. She gave it back to me, lol. Wait, why? What happened? Did she not like it? You need to get her a box whites keyboard. That's closer to the retro style click. Then again, though, I mean, you can't just go out there. Well, you can now. There actually are keyboards that come stock with box whites now. No, negative says, I just want an all silver, I guess Keycap or Jane for OG Dice Up Cyrillic set. Oh boy, that'll look nice. I think a silver mirror would be quite nice with OG Dice Ups as well. I think, you know what would look good, God? A silver mirror with GMK Soware or Soware and with fucked up bottom row mods. That would look sick. Horribly soldered on bottom row mods, even though apparently you've built a bunch of OTDs. 42 viewers. Man, I didn't even know we had over 40 people today. And the thing is, I didn't even advertise the stream today. I didn't even post it on Reddit or anything like that. And it's just a simple stream today. Because I'm moving tomorrow, so it's... Well, not really moving tomorrow, but getting the keys and stuff, so... Don't want to stay too long. streaming. Because yeah, because I've got the keycaps, you know, picked out as well. For sure, we're gonna use SA Chocolatier. God is probably gonna log off before that happens. Just because he's so jealous, he missed on the group buy. I get it though, right? It sucks if you missed out the best ever. Missed out on the best ever keycap set. Foxy Clean says, I think she was expecting like an IBM Selectric type deal, and Blues sure as hell aren't that. I don't know. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. So definitely, if you want something that's closer, but you know you can't find one that's actually vintage and retro, then box whites have a high pitch click. If she has just super tough ass fingers from years of typing, then box navies would be good too, because those definitely feel and sound closer to the old school clicks. And then he knows the sickest setups. Make sure you flip the spacebar as well. Oh, you know it. Fatty McBuncakes, hey, he's here. He says it's the only SA set I have, because it's the only one worth having. And now I have SA Oblivion, but you know, for a while it was the only SA set I have. What's up, Shahar? How's it going? 3222. Well, Fatty McBuncakes, welcome to the stream. Have you been here before, or did you change your name or something? I'm glad we're able to bond over our excellent taste in keycaps. Oh, just lurking? Okay. Thick Boy says, I'm just curious what will be here first. Southpaw and Laser or Cyberpunk 2077? I would say the Elder Scrolls 7 will show up first. Chairhorn says, I bailed on the BSP sets. I'm regretting it now. Happy hands. Jeez, dude. Dude, you could have sold it for some nice money. What sets did you get? Did you get the Arabic one? Yeah, I mean the Jane. Yeah, I mean the 280 was never about looks anyway. It's not ugly, but you know, Nox 3 has never said it's a focus of the 200 series. Fanny McBunkick says, I can't wait for APL. Hey, I got that one too. That one is probably my favorite out of all of them. Yeah, I got that one. I got the Greek, and I got the Arabic. So I got 3 of them. So it should be pretty fun. What's up, Dr. WD40? I was actually kind of lurking on your stream today. I saw you were talking about the cerebral cortex and stuff like that. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Dr. WD-40 does EDU or educational streams where he talks about microbiology and other stuff. He also plays other fun games. I think he plays, I want to say some Ark Survival. Maybe I'm wrong. Was it something else? It had dinosaurs. I think. Maybe I'm making this shit up. But if dinosaurs is what gets you to go check out his channel, definitely go check him out. Yeah, it's kind of funny how I pay more attention on a on a Twitch stream on biology than I do in an actual lecture. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's Ark. Did I say Ark Survival? What did I say? Survival Ark? Jurassic World? Oh, whoops. Well, that's dinosaurs. Now I feel so stupid, but that's fine. Alex says, if I succumb to buying BSP Arabic, I'll just tell myself it's another blue set and then not buy it. That'll work, right? That's the attitude. It's like you save money and become a millionaire. And buy two OTDs. God says, yeah, if the 910 is any judge of how it is going to sound and feel, it will be great. Regarding brass. I really, really hope I am wrong, says God. OTD for carbon fiber boards. I don't know. I really don't. I'll be completely frank. I was not impressed with my two builds of carbon fiber. I'm not gonna say it sucks, right? I'm just saying that I didn't feel anything, right? I have a very platonic relationship with carbon fiber plates. Oh, okay, yeah. Dr. WD-40 says I was playing Ark a few weeks ago, so it's all okay. Okay, perfect, perfect. Maybe that was it. Yeah. Yes, exactly. So I'm not completely wrong. What's your favorite dinosaur? You seem to really like dinosaurs. My two brothers really liked dinosaurs when I was growing up. Or when we were all growing up. So my elder brother and my younger brother. I mean, I like dinosaurs, but I wasn't going ape shit over them. Yeah, like my other brother wanted to be an archaeologist when he was growing up. I remember him telling me, and even when I was a young kid, I was already so infected by the Asian parent disease. I was really thinking, yeah, but what are you gonna do for money? You can't support a family by digging up dinosaur bones. Let's be real. And again, this is like I said, an Asian, strict, traditional Asian family. Fortunately, I didn't tap on my board when it slipped over, so it doesn't bother me. Okay, let's see. Oh, Titty says I've never used one. Just in my opinion, from looks and sound, I don't like them. So, okay, so if you don't like the looks, then, I mean, that's already, a lot of it gone, because you might as well just go for another kind of plastic. But yeah, when I am able to compare carbon fiber plates, I will let you guys know. Because I've never just compared them literally, or, all else equal. What's the term for all else equal? Paribus? Satabus? No. Shit. We use this term in econ a lot. Maybe someone can remind me. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm probably not even remembering it right. Spino. So I know my elder brother loved the Ankylosaurus Rex. No, no. The Ankylosaurus, Ankylosaurus, whatever. You know, the one with the crazy spikes and the bony tail, with the club as a tail. What did I like? That's a good question. I don't remember what my favorite dinosaur was when I was growing up. That's actually really sad. I know my younger brother liked the Triceratops. He's in love with all kinds of Triceratopses. And he even had a Triceratops blanket. Of course, when I say all sorts of Triceratops, you know, the others I know are not actually Triceratopses, but, you know, same family? Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, Dr. WD40 says, let's see, I don't know a lot about keyboards, but what do you recommend for someone who types a lot but not as needed for gaming? So, it depends on, first of all, okay, so the three things I always talk about when people ask about keyboards, three things. So, first off, RGB, no. First one, layout, I would say is number one. Second would be budget. Layout and then budget. And then switch type. So, if you can figure those three out, or you have some sort of idea, at least for the first two, or maybe for the second one. Actually, maybe budget should be number one then, right? Because that's always the thing that won't change as much. Well, I say that, but I remember telling myself, not gonna spend over $100 on the keyboard. And here I am spending more than 100 on keycaps. But anyway, yeah, so those are usually what I would say are the first things you should think about. And of course, you know, I know you're in the Discord. Feel free to ask over there too. You know, we don't bite. Well, some of us don't. And so a lot of helpful folks there. And I think that, you know, if you think about anything, definitely ask over there as well. But yeah, so budget, layout, switch type. I personally like box whites a lot for typing and gaming. And it's actually a very, I would say, very utilitarian thing for me when it comes to box whites, just because I find myself typing fastest on them. And that's pretty much the main reason why I even use them so much. Ceteris paribus. Okay, so I was getting it. Okay, I was getting it in the reverse. Okay, look at you, mouse. It's fine. So smart. Yeah, ceteris paribus. Okay, yeah, all else equal or some shit like that. Dinosaurs are a myth created by the globalists. I shit you not. I actually have met people who really do believe in that. I mean, to be fair, I did hear it while growing up. I never believed that. And, you know, people tried to tell me that, and it's like, yeah, that's fucking bullshit, you dumb cunt. And even as a kid, those are the exact words I said as a 4-year-old. And, you know, I'm here in Texas, and I sort of got there are college students getting a college degree, getting educated, who actually believe that shit. Blows my mind. What's up, Goyal? How are you? I'm doing good with your blessing, says Goyle. I thought you were God. Okay. Ceteris Paribus. Okay. Ceteris. Yep. Okay. Let's see. So Rainy says Stegosaurus. Wait, is that your favorite dinosaur? Or are you talking? Are you trying to? Well, was it about what I was talking about? Because I can't remember. I mean, I did like the Stegosaurus sort of, but it wasn't my favorite. I remember it wasn't a mainstream dinosaur, if that makes sense. It was one of those that looked cool, but, you know, it's not too popular. I didn't like the T-Rex. None of us liked the T-Rex. It was too mainstream. We were hipster dinosaur lovers before it was cool. And I did like the long necks though. We'll say, you know, like the Brachiosaurus, Diplodocus, Megalodon, or is that the underwater one? Now, what's the biggest one right now? Can't remember. Oh, 100 million. All right. See you. Good night. GG. Someone of a tag god doesn't have. Yep, global mod. Look at that. Yeah. So just like Dr. WD40 says, everyone's go-to is the T-Rex. Yep. So overrated. Oh, Goya says we have completed the full circle. Cacao 60 was the first board I saw you build on Twitch. But that's pretty awesome. Yeah. So this is a remake of that thing. So we'll see how it turns out. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. I completely forgot about that. Devin says, looks like there was an ePBT 909 update. Okay, what was it? I haven't seen it yet. I haven't looked at a lot of keyboard stuff today. I've been out most of today. Alex says, my favorite dinosaur is either Charizard or Blue Eyes White Dragon. You guys think Tupper is all hype? A lot of it is. I wouldn't say all. There's about 100. Okay, so 100 I would say. So Dr. WD40. Definitely go to mechanicalkeyboards.com. There's a lot of good options there. And I'm sure one of us will somehow have a 5% off or 10%, 5 or 10% off code. And definitely go look on there. If you don't have a lighting, that's already, you know, a plus. Easier maintenance, cheaper usually, more options. Yeah, so there's quite a few, and I haven't kept up with the pre-builds as much. Back then, I would you know, just because I had time. But yeah, I'll have to look, because there've actually been interesting stuff when it comes to pre-builds. I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm never gonna buy one anymore for myself, but you know, there've been boards that come out with box switches and stuff like that, so it's definitely interesting. Oh no. Okay, Rainy, so these are actually quite different from Cherry switches. So these aren't even Cherry, these are Kyle box switches. So the way they work is already different from how a regular Cherry switch works. And so yeah, they are not gonna be just like your red, blues, and greens. And so yes, there's actually a myriad, a fuck ton, a metric fuck ton, if you will. That's a legitimate synonym, by the way. It's on thesaurus.com. A metric fuck ton of switch choices. You know, they could be very different, or it could be same, but just slightly different. And so yeah, so some of the very different ones definitely worth checking out. Alex says, make sure you buy the zero PCB and keep at least one switch exposed so people know you have it. Yes, that's exactly the way to do it. Okay, so now we're going to do switch alignment, which again is not too honestly. It's kind of sad when you do switch alignment on box switches because they're so fucking tilted that you're not really going to do too much to save them. Use vintage blacks, they are the master switch, says God. MX Brown's a linear changed my mind. No, I mean that's straight up just fucking wrong, isn't it? Lightly tactile does not mean linear. And I think that most people miss the fact completely that they're not trying to be MX Clears, they're not trying to be Zilios. The whole point is an in-between. To be between a linear switch and a Cherry MX Clear, right? On a spectrum of how big the tactile bump is, it's just closer to the linear side. It's closer to the small side. And this is fucking intentional and people don't get it. People are like, well, it's just not as tactile, right? I read it on RMK and everybody says that, so you know. You know. That's not the whole point of it. You know, it's not trying to be an MX Clear switch. That's why they have MX Clear, for fuck's sake. Yeah. And honestly, if that's the argument, you know, most people who aren't familiar with switches actually think Topre is linear. Right? I swear, you know, you bring it to almost anyone who maybe only knows a little bit about keyboards, but not really, you know, into the Topre and everything, they actually think it's linear. Most of my friends who show up, who, you know, have a mechanical keyboard, but, you know, it's maybe a Corsair or something, and, you know, just because it's not so much, what are the fucking noob? No, it's just because they don't care as much. And yet, they don't care as much yet. And they'll try Topre and like, oh, is this a linear switch? And, I mean, it's you know. Yeah. Okay, so we're trying to switch alignment, so we're gonna bring keycaps out. Yeah. Every time MX Bros is just sandy reds. Tips Fedora. My tactile. My Zilio. For my filia. Gluteus Maximus. Rainy says, you mentioned a club tail. Oh, okay, I get it, yeah. Ankylosaurus, yeah, so that's... The Ankylosaurus is the one that my brother loved. And my younger brother loved a dinosaur that was in the same family as Triceratops, but not the Triceratops. But you like all sorts that were like the Triceratops, basically. You like tactile just go Topre. See, the thing is, the Topre tactile is not what I want. It has the bump at the top, and it's basically a linear after the bump. And I don't want that. Which is why I don't use it. That's not the main reason I don't use it, right? I would still use it in my rotation if they were all fully programmable I know I sold my 980C because it wasn't fully programmable. And yes, the Hasa controllers are out. They weren't when I had it. It was released less than a month after I sold my 980C. So yes, it was annoying. And that was the main reason. Another big reason why I sold it. The fucking stabilizers. Jesus Christ, they are bad. And you can do almost nothing to fix the stabilizers. They're just so bad. So bad. They make you think, you know, you're typing at them, holy shit, was this assembled by someone in Korea? Okay, the Gingerbread Man. Ergo Clear is a MX Clear switch with lighter springs. It's called an Ergo Clear because it's ergonomic, because it's lighter switches. Because yeah, the stock MX Clear springs are not, by any definition, ergonomic. Right? You might prefer them, but let's be fucking real, they're not good for you. Over time, right? It's gonna cause joint damage. Stay away from artisans. Oh, Titty says, I'm mad. Made this pizza and it was gross. Feels bad, man. Oh man, that reminds me, I still have a frozen pizza in my fridge. Yeah, I got it. My brother gave it to me because he got it for free from somewhere else. Jesus Christ. Right, that's why I always say when I first saw, you know, the stupid saying about, you know, sex is like pizza. Because even when it's really bad, it's still good. No, that's wrong. There is horrible sex, and just like sex, there is terrible pizza. Just garbage, trash can stuff. And so whenever I see people make that thing, I'm just like, yeah, this guy has really low standards. This guy would do anything to get fucked. Okay, so Foxy Clean says there's one called the Amphicilius. Who the fuck even knows how to pronounce these things? That's the biggest, but evidence for its existence is somewhat shaky. So just like Jesus, eh? Christ, that's a big dinosaur. But yeah, so I think that's the one, because this was one that was just talked about quite recently, I think a few months ago, or maybe a year ago. Custom N Pro. Want to see the amount of tilt in these? Red, they fixed the issue. No, they have not fixed the issue, Goyle. They have not, and they actually, and in fact, with the Box Royals, it was the first, with the announcement of the Box Royals, it was the first time that MG Sickler of Novel Keys actually came out and confirmed that the box switch trademark stem tilt is a part of is part of the spec, the Kyle spec, and is not a bug or an anomaly. Their spec sheet allowed for 1 degree of stem tilt, which is terrible. And so he says, you know, I'm not offering any refunds. You can't get refunds or replacements for tilted stems. That's just the way it is. Deal with it. Right? Don't say I didn't warn you. But he didn't before that. Even though I did. I still remember that stream. Holy shit, that was miserable. Everything, literally everything went wrong. Oh, Titty says, no, Trader Joe's. I thought it was just normal spinach pizza, but it was something weird. Should have read it. So what is it? Now I want to try them, says Rainy. Yeah, definitely. So if depending on the area you're in, you might be able to get some decent mechanical keyboard meetups where you can try different things. So that's usually the best way if you live in like a hotspot, like say, you know, South Carolina or South California, not South Carolina. That's the opposite of a hotspot. Or yeah, Dallas is even Dallas here is pretty decent, right? If you're in Dallas, you know, come over. Right? You can try some of, you know, the switches and the keyboards I have before I murder you and chop you up into pieces and ship you out to the G7 nations. Am I on the list now? Okay. Neflop. It's triggered, yes. Thought about getting Topher, but I think... Anthony, you're such an angry man. I hope it's just for show. You're so angry. I am so concerned for you. I hope one day you find Jesus, you find, you know, you're able to find the love of God in your heart. And then you look at their liked videos on YouTube and it's some fucked up shit. Ah, yes, you are very concerned for me. Thank you. Oh, Titty says, I used to love pizza, but now I kind of don't like it. Very rare for me to like pizza now. To be fair though, I'm not gonna lie, it's been very difficult to find good pizza here in Texas. Very, very difficult. You know, people here like, oh my god, this pizza's so good. Pizza's so good. Oh, so fucking good. No, it's terrible. I just need to go to New York, Chicago. Oh, whoops. What am I doing? No. What's up, Long Cutie Pie? No need to apologize for being late. Foxy Clean says, I love the wet clay feeling of Topper bottom out. Feels so... Yeah, it's like when you're hitting the cervix, right? It just feels so wrong, but so right. Okay. Saltine of ketchup and pieces of string cheese is my go-to pizza recipe. Oh, Japan pizza, NY style, or Chicago style? See, if you ask me, I like thin crust pizza. I think that's the way it should be. Oh my god, I need to tell you guys about... I've spoken about this before. So I was in Arkansas, I was visiting my friend. And... so they ordered pizza, and they were super hyped about it, right? They're like, oh my god, we're gonna get pizza, And so... you know, before the food arrived, they're telling me, oh man, okay, you know, for dinner we're getting pizza from this place. You're gonna love it. It's really good. We really like it. You know, and so they were hyping it up. They're hyping the shit up. I'm like, oh fuck yeah. You know, it sounds pretty good. Let's go, pizza. And you know, and I'm pretty hyped. They look pretty hyped, right? And, you know, we're all high fiving each other and shit. You know, like, yeah, fuck yeah. And it shows up. And it smells good, and you know, we're still high-fiving each other. It's been 30 minutes. We're still going at it. And you open it up, and so it's this double-decker pizza. You're thinking, my god, double the pizza? No. Double the toppings? Oh, no. Double the dough. So it's thick crust times 2. So it's literally a pizza sandwich, but with very little toppings and stuff. So you're just eating crust. And so I don't remember the last time I was that disappointed. Actually, I do. I think Solar Rice Dark. So yeah, so you know, it was just painful. Right? You know how sometimes people do actually enjoy being the giving or deep throating, right? But most people don't, right? They don't actually enjoy that feeling. And so it felt like that. I felt like, you know, I wish I could have enjoyed it, but I really couldn't. You know, you could see tears streaming down my face. My makeup was all fucked up, and it was just so bad. And you know, that was the most American pizza I've had because it's just carbs, no flavor, everything wrong. You know, they emphasized the wrong thing about the pizza, and oh my god, that was just terrible. Absolutely terrible. And the thing that made it worse was that everyone around me was actually enjoying it unironically. And they're like, oh my god, this is so good. Isn't this good, Anthony? Yeah. You know, I'm holding back tears. And then puke. Yeah. That was one of the worst pizzas I've had. Because it wasn't so much the taste of it, but the whole idea of it was just fucking disgusting. Maybe you like it though, but I'm a thin crust kind of guy. NGB says, bad sex and bad in pizza in the same night, bad night. Well, the thing is though, I mean, you say that, but okay, what if, you know, so out of 10, the pizza is a 2 out of 10 and the bad sex was a 3 out of 10. Wouldn't that make it a 5 out of 10 night? So it could be an average night. It could be an okay night, right? That's... I mean, I'm Asian, so I mean, my math should check out. Anyone who says that has clearly never had Hawaiian pizza. I do not agree with pineapple on pizza. I mean... I get that people like it. I'm just kidding, but I wouldn't eat it. But I get that people like it. Just like how I hate cinnamons and not cinnamons. I hate raisins in cinnamon rolls, but people like it. I don't get it, but I will allow it. Just like how I deal with people who like topping. Long Cutie Pie says, been allergic to cheese all my life. I get the weirdest looks when I get a cheeseless pizza. Man, that is really sad. How about vegan cheese pizza though? Apparently it's really good. It's expensive as shit, but it's pretty good. I mean, I guess it depends on the place you go to, right? It could be pretty bad, or it could be pretty good. Foxy Clean says, I find switch testers to be mostly useless. Kind of if you like it until you type on it. Okay, so I think I wouldn't say they're useless. I also don't use them very much. I pretty much never use them, really. I would say their purpose is not so much to find a switch that you like. The purpose, and not to find the weight of the switch that you like. The purpose is to help you find what switches you absolutely hate. Right, so think of it as a coarse filter. Right, it filters out the switches that you're just not gonna like at all. And so once you get rid of those, then you know you start having keyboards with the different switches that you might like, and you try those out. Davna says, you already have the love of God in your heart, Anthony. Oh, I'm so far behind in chat. Well, no, 6 minutes. That's not bad. I'm sure Austin has good ones. Well, yes, of course. I'm sure Austin has some good stuff. It's just that, you know, Dallas. Big McMuffins, is this HHKB layout? No, it isn't. It's just the Sangan layout. Sangan bottom row. Half of these I never even heard of until I started coming to Anthony's stream. I mean, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but it's kind of, we don't need to know that. It's a rabbit hole for sure. It sounds like a... Yeah, let's see. Well, Titty says, I only really like New York style pizza, but they don't have that here. Arkansas is a weird placement. Oh, I know. I know. It really is. That pizza just sealed it for me. Giordano's deep dish in Chicago is one of my favorite pies. I need to have... the thing is, I've never had a proper Chicago style pizza, so I need to get myself a nice pie, and I'll be able to tell you guys whether I like that more or not. Fight me, chat. Naples style is the only way. Anything? I mean, Naples style is pretty good. Anthony, you're such an angry man, baby rage. Okay, Lamp of Anwar says, go to Mod Pizza. They have a real double-decker. It's crust sauce. The thing is, I don't really want... Okay, oh, but okay, so double the toppings, not double the crust. Oh no, double the crust. Yeah, no, I don't need double the crust. Again, like I said, I like thin crust pizza. I don't want it fucking... If I wanted a pie, I would get a pie. If I wanted a lasagna, I'll get a lasagna. I get it though, right? Preferences and options. Most of it. But stuff like double dough pizza, that is just absolutely wrong. That's like when you build a keyboard and you think to yourself, you know what this keyboard needs? More stabilizers. Yes. And so, you know, every key is a fucking 2U key, and you have 40 stabilizers on your keyboard. You're appreciating the wrong things. Foster Clean says, look them dead in the eyes and say, I cannot believe you would serve this to me, you animal. You disgust me. Yeah, and they had a fucking shotgun just sitting on the side of the fireplace, so you know, I ain't about that non-life. It was loaded too, cause the dad would just... I saw the dad coming in one day with the shotgun in hand, and apparently he had just killed a squirrel that was feeding on the bird feeder, or stealing from the bird feeder. But Jesus Christ, some real Kekona shit. Mouse is fine. You just didn't like the pizza because you're uneducated. We need some diverse pizza. Shehorn says vegan cheese is puke. I bought it once by accident. Vegan cheese isn't bad. It depends though. I know people who... Well, I mean, you know, you could have decent ones and you could have terrible ones. Long Kitty Pie says vegan cheese isn't bad. Lol. Mellow mushroom uses Daya and it's decent, but my opinion probably isn't worth much. And yeah, Fox and Clean, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, right after. NGB says my girl's Italian side of her family eats pizza as an appetizer. Yeah, but it's because the pizzas are actually appetizing though, right? Like they make you want to eat more, right? They feel fresh. Stuff like the double dough pizza, you eat one bite and it's like, I'm fucking done. I'm not eating anymore for 30 days. Right? This is probably what Gandhi ate right before he started his fast. Because ain't no one eating anything else after that shit. And there's probably enough carbs to last him for fucking 97 days that he fasted. Devness says, holy shit, calling it now. Anthony's next project after the cock keyboard is gonna be a PCB 2U option for like the entire thing. It's like in genuine the entire board. Can you imagine novel keys be perpetually out of stock for their stabilizers? Foxy Clean says the shotgun is the other ingredient that makes it an American pizza. Truly an American experience. Lava Van Werf says there's a place by me called Stoners that they renamed to Zoners. Lol. But anyway, they have a decent New York style for Texas, but they have some dank chicken and waffles. Chicken isn't the best, but they have the best damn waffles I've ever eaten. Now I'm on a diet, LMAO. I need to give chicken and waffles another try, but I didn't enjoy the only one I've had. Alex says, you like other pizza experts here are just really dumb. I'm not saying that double dough is perfect, but I already explained the pizza and how we got there. Oh shit, man. That coffee pasta is too good. Too good. Okay, so for switch alignment, what you do is, for those spots where the holes are too big and everything is kind of loosey, lefty loosey, yeah, you know, where they can wiggle around and get crooked and shit. So what you do is you put keycaps on, and you need straight keycaps, not the ones that suck dick and shit. I'm kidding. So I'm not homophobic. And anyway, so you want your keycaps to be straight, so definitely don't get anything that's made by Signature Plastics. They are actually well known, especially the PBT stuff, well known to not be straight. And so use straight keycaps. GMK is probably the straightest ones known to mankind at the moment. And even Enjoy PBT caps aren't going to be very straight as well, so don't even use these two. Well, they're not very straight. If you can get your hands on GMK, this is the best way to do it. If not, then you know, use your OEM caps or whatever; those will work too. And then you just use folded post-it notes or cut up credit cards. And if they're not the right thickness, usually the credit cards will be too thin, a little bit too thin for the gap between the keycaps. What you do is you just put tape, lay a single layer of tape, or multiple layers of tape until you get the right size to fit between the keycaps, and then you just use this while you solder, so that you're using the keys to straighten your switches. Foxy Clean says, I like to cut out the middleman and just use a sponge cake as my pizza crust. Call it Detroit style. Oh. Signature Plastics keycaps on box switches means the tilts are cancelled out, right? That's what it Yes, absolutely. Keep all the keys with non-straight legends and make a... Oh my god. Oh, I will say, okay, so I still haven't contacted Massdrop about my DSA Legacy. You guys saw the unboxing. But Mito was very kind. He actually contacted me after he saw the video. He actually contacted me. He sent me a lot of messages on Instagram, and he very genuine, very sincere, and he actually felt bad, and I had to keep telling him, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. And you know, he just felt so bad, and I kept trying to tell him, no, it's not your fault, really. It's Signature Plastics. They fucked up. And you can't even blame Mashup Quality Control for it, because you can't look at each fucking keycap. It's the number of keycaps they made. Right, especially when you're just packaging and stuff. And then you're not the manufacturer, you can't. That's not your job, but not really your job. But yeah, and so he was quick to reach out to me. He kept telling me, you know, better contact Mashup as soon as you can. I want it fixed. I want you to be able to enjoy the keycaps very much. And I want to say, you know, good on him. That's great to see designers who try to take responsibility for things that even aren't in their control. As opposed to just saying, you guys are all dumb, right? All you alignment experts out here just don't get it. Alright, so that was very nice. And I don't mean that everyone should have to go that far at messaging me and personally reassuring me or stuff like that. Just figured I should mention that because, you know, I'm too much of an angry man, and so we need some positive stories. $50 final offer. Yeah, that ain't happening. Okay, let's see. What else are we talking about? Just time the keycap 2018. You're stuck in this. Yeah, man. Homophobe. Homophobe. Love of Animal says that Kisa has grown on me. That does not sound very healthy. Should probably get that checked out. Yeah, poor Mito. Yeah. Zakin says very spicy reference. What's up, Daredevil? How you doing today on this fine after? Holy shit, it's midnight already? I told myself this wouldn't be a long stream. You got in a dumb comment. Okay. Oh yes. Oh yes. We know exactly what you're talking about. We we talked about it in the Discord too. Yep. That's gonna be his legacy. It's the best coffee pasta ever. We're almost a quarter of the way there. Okay, so I think we soldered everything in. Oh, except the spacebar. Okay, I think that's everything. So we can go ahead and test the switches or the keys, I guess. Let's plug this sucker in. I wonder if it's even programmed correctly. Okay, so oh, it's not programmed yet. Fuck. Maybe I will get it. Well, we'll see. Okay, so I should probably bring it up so you can see it. So green is good, red is bad. This is a program you can download off of elitekeyboards.com called Switch Hitter. What it does is it allows you to test your switches, your PCB, your keyboard. Alright, so when you see that lavender or that bluish purple color, it means there's input that's detected. If you let go and it turns green, that means it actuated or activated and released fine. If it turns red, that means there's key chatter and you should replace that switch. Okay, so where's my keycap pillar? That's such a good question. Where the hell did it go? Oh. Alex says, who is the board for? This is actually for kind of for myself, I guess. Mostly for, honestly, it's mostly for show, I would say. Not even really for me. I'm not gonna use this. Any suggestions for pizza? Well, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know any good pizzas here in Texas. So that's unfortunate. Oh my god, we were ordering pizza one time back when I was in college, and we were getting Papa John's, which is passable pizza, right? It's not terrible. It's all right. And especially if you get it with the garlic butter, I want to say. Anyway, so we got a few pizzas because it was a handful of us, more than a handful of us. It was more for like 10 of us, and so we're getting pizzas. Okay, you know, what do you guys want? Pizza? What flavors do you guys want? What? And dude, this guy wanted no onions for all the pizzas. Look, are you fucking serious? Get out of the house. It's one thing to have preferences. It's another thing to be a pizza terrorist. That is unacceptable. If you get your own pizza and you don't want onions on it, fine. You can live a shitty life for all I care. Don't drag me down with you. Or everyone else. Anyone like ranch in a pizza? I've never enjoyed ranch. It's okay. Which makes it difficult because people in Texas love ranch. I think you should replace all the switches with the Kyle box switch. Misaligned stem or yeah, misaligned sounds bad. You need a positive term for it. Or they wouldn't even say tilter stand. They'll just say Kyle box switch stand recalibration tool. There we go. TM. Make sure you get that pizza boneless. Bees in a trap. Hey, what's up? He says, have you tried the Royals before? So I've tried them on during the unboxing, just kind of a quick overview, but not really on a keyboard. So we're gonna try them right now. And again, this is gonna be on SA switches though, so it's gonna be different. My assumption is I'm not gonna like them very much. They might be fun switches, but definitely not for me. I would not use them day to day, for sure. You might. I won't. Rastabus says, Anya's worst food ever. Changed my mind. Nah. You can't change nothing, can you? Brainless twat. Doesn't like ranch dressing, to be honest. Agreed. I mean, I don't like it either. Pizza pures. Blue cheese or wings, but other than that, I hate thick, creamy dressings. Dude, blue cheese and honey mustard for wings. To get it. For Wingstop. I mean, I don't do that for any other wings, but for Wingstop, that's my go-to combo. Honey mustard and blue cheese with Louisiana rub. That is the only flavor you should get at Wingstop. I did actually like their... What was it? There was some special, I can't remember. Cayenne? No, there was something that had cayenne pepper in it. And it was pretty good. And it was like number 6 or number 5 or something like that. And yes, the fries are pretty good. Foxy clean. I don't judge people for their food preferences. Just saying, if you don't like onion, you're a small brain bigot. Get away from me. And then the garlic makes everything taste good. Yes, exactly. And so when you don't want onions, especially because, you know, it's on a barbecue pizza. If it's a traditional pepperoni and cheese pizza, I get it, right? You're a man of... Oh shit! Did I just lag everything out? I accidentally hit F1, I think. Okay, yeah, that was probably lagging out. And so, you know, if you don't like that, I get it. Maybe you're a man of tradition, right? The things have to be done this way because that's the way I was raised, or some shit. Fine. On stuff like barbecue pizza, where people usually put onions, come on. Pepper wet is not for me. I don't like wet wings in general. I know people here love them, and most of the time that's how wings are. I don't like them. They're not as good as proper dry rub. Then again though, dry rub here is mostly bad, so I understand why people don't really like it. What you all need to try is belacan fried chicken. That shit, 12 out of 10. Amazing. Fucking amazing. It's basically shrimp paste coated wings. And so it's got a bit of a seafood flavor to the wings. My god, it's good. Yeah, so shrimp and oyster, and the good places will add oyster sauce to it as well. And again, this is all the coating, and it's fried. So the wings are actually dry, you know, they're technically dry rub. And no flour. The coating is actually cornstarch, so it's just a thin layer. It's a thin, basically a thin crisp over the chicken. Yeah. That shit is good. Yeah, belacan or belacan, yeah. So, I mean, it depends on how you spell it, right? So, in Malaysia, you would spell it B-E-L-A-C-A-N. Wings tossed fresh with franks and a little bit of butter. Butter is the way to go. Definitely says, I struggle with wet wings, too messy for me. Not about getting a sauce facial. Yeah, it's not about just the messiness. It's just that, you know, it's a lazy way to make wings, because they love serving that shit, because you literally just make the same wings. You fry them and then you just coat that shit. You just pour sauce over it and just kind of stir it around. Right? So lazy. Marinate or coat that shit properly and then fry it. That's the way it should be. Should come to Buffalo, New York to get some real wings. The home of the chicken wing. Yeah, the buffalo wings here in Texas are mostly pretty bad. I have had at least one that, you know, I was like, this is not bad. But almost all of them are pretty bad. Extra well done wings are a must in my opinion. Here and flats a soggy skin. You mean when the meat is dry? Krigasm wings in Thailand, forget what they are called. Trust me, man, the Asians know how to do wings. Korean wings, belacan chicken, and all these. Oh my god, so good, so good. Okay, so I got the board assembled. Trying to decide if I should program it real quick. Yeah, give me a minute. I'm gonna go program it on my main rig real fast. I will put the case out so we know that the stream is still going on. Yeah, so I'm gonna go program it real fast. I already have the layout. Alright, done. Oh, I need to get keycaps. And also a quick preview of next week. So what's going to happen is we are going to have an unboxing for the TKC 1800s. And then we're going to build at least one of like I said, it's one case 2 builds coming to a key porn hub near you. And so we're going to do that next week, unboxing and build. And I don't know what else really. I think those are the main ones. I won't be doing too much because I need to move in the next 2 weeks. Cutie Pie says, what is it called again? Oh, the chicken, yeah, belacan chicken, yeah. So if you think belacan fried rice is good, Fox and Clean, yeah, belacan fried chicken. Holy Jesus, it's so good. Okay, I do have a good recipe for it though. So the thing is, I think the problem with that is it's hard the problem with online recipes without ever trying in person is you just don't have a reference point, right? You don't know what you're trying to make, what it's supposed to taste like, or the texture and whatever. And so I do have a recipe online that I like to use, I like to recommend to people. And so if you're really interested, it's doable at home. You won't be able to find curry leaves very easily, and belacan, you're just gonna have to settle for Lee Kum Kee shrimp paste, which is still doable. It's still pretty good. But yeah, so those are the main ones. And I usually change some of the things up as well. But that recipe is a good base for sure. What's up, Corn Caramel? Welcome to the stream. Have fun breaking your fingers. Oh yeah, I'm not looking forward to it too much. Okay, so titty bar chicken wings. Oh my fucking god.
Wow!
Hey, Russ the Bus. Not negative with a gift sub to Russ the Bus. Thank you, thank you. 3 gift subs already. Are you number 3 right now? Number 2? Number 4? I know Zoology's number 1. He's gifted the most subs. But yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's see. Chicken just crosses so many culture boundaries. The food boundary, culture boundaries, is the food of the planet. Yeah. It is the perfect thing to serve. Because the Hindus can eat it, the Muslims can eat it, the vegans can fuck right off. I'm just kidding. I actually completely, I actually get veganism. Makes sense, right? But not. I'm just not. Oops. Capable of being morally consistent. Master up logo on the board. Yeah, don't remind me. Oh, Titty says, best wings I've ever had were from this Korean barbecue place. It was really expensive and dirty place though. See, if it's a really dirty place, most of the time, that's how you know it's good. When it comes to Asian places, you want the hole in the wall.
Wow!
I'm not even talking about a glory hole, but they're as good as a glory hole, right? Basically, ethnic food glory hole. I actually really don't like the word ethnic. Anyway, so yeah, you know, most of the time if you're looking for a good Chinese restaurant or whatever, you want to find the places that just look so shitty, right? It's really dark from the outside. You look in, you're just like, what the fuck, you know? The lights are so dim, not because of ambience, but it's just cheap. It's not even the yellow light too. It's like the shitty white light, right? That just looks so dim. It looks like someone's about to get fucking murdered in there. And you know, the signs are usually written in red and usually pretty, you know, it's a shitty corny name, like Lucky Panda or something. And you go in and you know, you don't recognize, you know, 2/3 of the food you see on the menu. And then you see, you know, you see Ling Ling and her brother sitting in a corner somewhere doing their homework. That's when you know it's gonna be a pretty good restaurant. You look around and there's a bunch of other Chinese people. And usually the Yelp reviews will be about 3 stars for a good Chinese restaurant. The terrible ones will have 4 stars or 5 stars. Okay, not negative says 50% joke and someone told me to post at that price. 50% if someone wants to pay me, I'm gonna celebrate 100%. 100% angry people. But yeah, thank you very much, not negative. How do you like that screwdriver kit? Yeah, so this is the one that if you look at my gear list on the welcome page or the info channel or whatever. Yeah, this is actually the one that I think I linked it in there, maybe I didn't. It is the Nanch screwdriver kit. That's actually a newer version that's slightly better. And I think the case is better. The case is skinnier because this case is, yeah, just kind of bulky. I like it. The people who came to the meetup really like it. Because I had a meetup here and yeah, people really like it. And so I think at least 2 or 3 of them went home and bought one. What's up, Chewy? How's it going? And Russ the Bus gifted a sub to Oh Titty. Thank you very much, Oh Titty. You're the good lad, Russ. Yep, thank you, thank you. I really like that most subs on this channel are just gift subs. And like I said, it's a fun, family-friendly human centipede of gift subs. Chew says, having beers in Texas heat. A beer outside in Texas is like 3 beers. It's great and horrible. Alex says, exactly this about hole-in-the-wall restaurants. Golden Chick for days. I've actually only had Golden Chick. Well, I've had it 2 or 3 times actually. Alex says, my dad found a dumpling place 5 years ago and it's basically a shack. It's so cheap for orders of 10. I go there at least 3 times a month. Yeah, dude, those are the places, man. And the ones that ask you to pay cash, those are the ones you want. You know that half of their workforce probably don't even have a working visa, a proper working visa. What would you do? 2 gifts doing the homework in the corner. Okay, let's see. If your boba place doesn't have the owner's 2 kids playing League or StarCraft near the bathroom door, it's trash. And Foxy Clean is talking. Chewy says, nice. We've basically been talking about pizza and chicken for 2 hours. Oh, and keyboards, but who cares about those? Exactly. Who gives a shit about them? Why would you be building a keyboard and talking about keyboards too, right? What the fuck? Have some diversity. Educate yourself a bit. I love everyone here except Anthony's roommate, which is good because I'm getting rid of him. Hopefully he's asleep and he can't hear me. No visa, more authentic. Yes, exactly. Chewy says, best Mexican places have 0 visas. I mean, it's terrible to laugh at, especially things that are going on, but that's not wrong. Okay, so SA Chocolatier it is. God is rolling in his sleep right now. He's probably not even sleeping. He's first of all. Foxy Clean says, so true here in Cali, that's how you separate the real shit from the Chipotles. Yes. Exactly. Okay, so we're probably not going to use any of the novelty keys, I think. Maybe. I don't know yet. But definitely all brown. Supposed to be. Chocolate. Mukbang stream where we all talk about switches tomorrow. JX, I know my keyboard QWERTYs. Yeah, putting on keycaps over and over and over really help you remember the layout. I just tried to kill that mosquito. I thought it was my monitor. Yeah, it's not a mosquito here. It's just some harmless bug that got in when I had the door open for the soldering just now. Oh my god. Holy shit, look at this. Classic box switches. Look at that. All three of them. Parallel, but all tilted. Alright. Look at that, it's fucking hilarious. Just try to compare the base. Look at that. Yeah, and the V key is even worse. It's even worse than the 3. It's even more tilted than the 3. Holy shit, there's a lot of fucking tilt. Foxy Clean says, nothing wrong with the Chipotles, but damn, that pop fuck and Chochinita people. Oh man, that guy that's called Fudabik. As I caps in 2 streams in a row. Anthony, who are you? I'm a changed man. In fact, tomorrow when I go get Poke, I'm not gonna get onions. Rope says, I still struggle where all the symbols go. I would say the hardest part is actually the nav section on a 10 keyless. That's the hardest part. But I actually remember those now. I forgot. Yeah, that's usually the hardest one. At least they're consistent in being fucked up. That is true. That is true. Tilt together, we die together. SA only gonna magnify it. Well, I would actually say SA kind of hides it. Because on SA caps, you can't really see the edges of the caps. On GMK, because of how squarish, how almost perfect they are, you can tell quite easily when keys are tilted. On SA, it's a bit more difficult because they're also round. Like, you can't even see where the caps end on an SA cap because of how fucking tall they are. You can't really even see where the gaps, the key, yeah, like the bottom of the caps. Just buy some extra switches and sort out the ones that are straight. No, that'll be the easier way to do it. Would very much pay for a set of only tilted switches. I can do that for you. I believe that's all the alphas. Square onion instead of fish. I mean, that's what I do with a lot of food, though. The poke is just a vehicle. It's just a vehicle for the onions. It's just dressing for the onions. The V key looks like the board has a loose tooth. Yeah. Yeah, it's melted chocolate, right? So the shape is kind of fucked up. What else do I need here? Oh, I need the win keys. Do I just use these instead? I'll just use these, whatever. Brittany says, I wouldn't use this, but it's looking like it's such a cute little keyboard. Yeah, but just like I said, it's mostly for show, honestly. I would not use this, but it's a fun thing to have, you know. And people who visit me usually end up asking about my keyboard and trying them out. Trust me, I'm not the type to oh man, I should tell you about this keyboard that I just got. Nah, most people don't care, so I don't really talk about it unless they ask. Vegan keyboard. It's like Anthony, cute. I'm stopping you. Okay, this was actually what it first came with, the back space, or actually backspace space, but they actually replaced that, which is nice. You ain't seen shit yet. If you like that backspace, let me see. Man, I never bring this thing out during streams anymore. Yeah, so I was saying, if you like that backspace, check this one out. Nothing beats this one. Yeah, I sold the set. A replacement came in eventually, and I sold the set, but I kept the backspace. No one's gonna be able to pick that backspace from me. The guy even asked, like, so is the backspace gonna be included? No. No. Yeah, I've got some other things in here. I used to put a lot of stuff in here, but I kind of stopped doing that. So just some. These aren't problematic keys or anything like that. Got the little Lenny as well. And I've got actually a handful of these different ones. Just that these are already in the box, so I might as well bring it out. Man, this used to be the thing. And I got it for free. I didn't even ask for it. Now let me show you this fine little beauty. Cherry keys, wood paneling. So, by the way. Oh, I actually do have another wood board made of. That one's hand carved. Made of Kauba wood, I want to say. Started a group buy for backspace keys. That'll drop the value of my backspace key though. I ain't doing that. Oh my god. I need to mention this again. Hold on. Let me fill out the board first. No, I want to talk about this. It's very important to me. And yes, I got the replacement, but yeah, I sold the replacement. To clip the backspace. Okay, so one row is flat, so put the two Willy Wonka. Okay, so I've had two people correct me on in a YouTube video. So because I said that the correct color for the pipe tilde key should be the mod color. Right? It should match these are the keys. And because apparently I failed to really explain why I said what I said, people actually thought I didn't understand why this is usually standard. So they're trying to tell me, hey, that's actually the correct color, okay? Because it's an alpha, right? It's not a mod, it's part of the alpha, so alpha color. No fucking shit, but come on. Does this look better with the symmetry? Or this stupid thing? Right? What the fuck is this? So this. Right? And if you're gonna tell me, but that's just not the way it works, man. Well, then why are F5 and F5 to F8 usually a different color? Right? These aren't alphas. And if these are alphas, why are these mods? Why? Tell me. Sharon. And then you're gonna say, oh, it's just to make the keyboard look nicer. You know, we want to buy it for the aesthetics, so we're trying to make it look nicer. Well, then fucking make this a mod color then. If Keycap colors are supposed to be by aesthetics. Right. This is the right way to do it. Not this. This is wrong. Don't do it. This one you put it straight back into the bag. If you don't care about reselling it, just throw it in the trash. Is that a Malachi key? Sharon will rue the day she made an enemy out of Anthony. I swear, man. So for those of you who thought, wow, I can't believe this guy has like 100-something videos and streams and still doesn't understand that the pipe backslash is not a mod. I get it. And I get why you have your wrong thoughts. But this is the way it should be. And I just explained. If you come and tell me again about the alphas and this is an alpha, it's not a mod. Well, I showed you on the afro. Then why the fuck are these two different colored? Why? Tell me. Yeah, so don't at me. Foxy Clean says, I actually like how on the HHKB the top right tilde is alpha key and the right. Yeah. For sure. On HHKB it's even more symmetrical, right? Because this is also a 1U. And so you get the light brown here and the dark brown here. It says, that looks sexy. Yeah, it actually does look super nice, doesn't it? I mean, just gonna... Oh. Oh, yes. I wonder if it's a subreddit, Ask John. I know there's a similar subreddit, but... Oh, shit! Where's my bit? Oh, there. Ash Brown. Where's the beige? I thought Mass Drop was a dietary plan. On Cutie Pie says only 7 posts, but it exists. Wait, what are you talking about? Looks lit minus that logo. Oh, I know. That's why I said it's stupid. At the start, I said it's stupid because shortly after this one showed up, they made a V2. So in the initial drop, every fucking one was saying, please mass drop, make a version without the fucking logo so we can actually buy it and not feel like shit. And no, we're not gonna remove it, okay? We made this. I made this. And you know, so they told everyone no. Even though people are like, oh, I'll pay 10 more, you know, for just take that shit off. And no, we're gonna keep it. And then, so after they sold this, within a few months, they got another drop that didn't, and they dropped the mass drop logo. And so, of course, a lot of people who bought the first one were like, oh, fuck. Now I gotta buy the second one. Only 7 posts that exist? Oh shit, okay. So it's a real thing, alright. Wait, but is it not safe for work? Or is it just a joke on mass drop? Russ says, damn, 6 AM gonna come hella early. Yeah, I need to get up kinda early too. Use wood fillings. Okay, very NSFW. Okay, good. I know what I'm checking out later. Man, look at that. Oh. There we go, that brings out the brown. Who's Sharon? Wish the top chin was the same width as the sides. Okay, yeah. I mean, I like the big ass. I actually would prefer it with the ass and not with the front. Oh, you're talking about the chin. Yeah. So you're talking about the ass and not the chin then, or the forehead. I would actually prefer the big forehead with a small chin. Cause the thing about this that's really stupid, if it's a wood wrist rest, that's fine because if it gets fucked, you can replace the wood wrist rest, right? This is supposed to be a wrist rest, but it's wood and it's oiled sort of, but it's not actually protected from water damage. And so when you're typing on it and you know you rest on it, you're gonna fuck up the oil and the stain really fast. The texture of it is fucked already over here because I've used it for a week or two. And you can't just replace the case, right? It's expensive. So if it's just a wood wrist rest, that's fine. You know, if I fuck it up, I'll sand it down or I'll just chuck it. If it's part of your keyboard, you're gonna run into problems. Then you have to replace the whole thing. What's up, Moki Doki? Yeah, you got the good part, right? Okay, so do we do laser desk mat or do we do Godspeed Aris? Your choice. Sharon is the scourge of this planet. Represents all that is evil. Burger Man. The thing is, the reason why we're not doing the Burger Man is because it's black, and so it kind of doesn't bring out the brown, right? We want this shit to be in your face. Makes it like milk and chalk. Okay, so yeah, because the white really does bring out the brown, doesn't it? Okay, so let's plug it in. Gotta find the hole. It's a very deep hole, by the way. Super deep. Which tells you to go deeper, but you're all out of cable. Fuck, see, I can't even find it. Oh my fucking god. It's a very deep and wide hole, so there we go. See, this would look so dumb with a center USB. Logo has been triggered for real. Yeah. Should make a white mat with Oreos everywhere. Actually, that sounds pretty good, yeah. Aviator won't fit though. The connector won't fit because you have to remember that the. Look at that. So you can't have an Aviator connector at all. Oh wait, no, you're talking about Aviator. Okay, Aviator will work. Sorry. I thought you meant Yarbo. Yeah, Aviator works fine, but yeah, definitely not Yarbo. Okay, so this is the completed board. So yeah, the Cacao, or 60% cocoa, cacao, whatever. Remake. You know, it's dark enough, right? It's pretty dark, 60%. That's not bad. Not true dark, but more chocolate than most American chocolate, I'll tell you that. Or more cocoa. Okay, so bring up Notepad. Okay, so man, you can't really type softly with these switches. It's either you bottom out or you don't. That no red of life. Jesus, fuck, that backspace is loud. Listen to that, no red. Jesus fucking Christ. Mashup is a necessary evil. Too much? Okay, let's see. Vanta black keyboard, Vanta black keycaps, Vanta black desk mat. Is there even a keyboard? V and B are triggering. Yeah, really bad. The trademark Kyle box switch stem tilt. So annoying. Interdasting. Sounds amazing. It really does sound good. Makes me excited for mine. SA has that hollowed out sound. Yeah, so I mean, it achieved what I wanted it to achieve, right? It's supposed to be fucking annoying to my ears. It's supposed to just be loud, obnoxious. This keyboard that just screams, I'm here and you can all fuck right off. You know, that's what this keyboard is. It looks nice, inviting, you know, soothing, milky and chocolatey and aromatic. Sweet with a little bit of that bitter that just embraces your taste buds and fingertips. But then you actually type on it and say, oh god. Yeah, so let's look at the Massdrop logo close up, right? Because shout out to Massdrop for ruining this thing. I mean, I'm glad that the second round didn't come with a logo, so at least there are some out there that aren't ruined by the logo, but still, it leaves me kind of salty. And the fact that quality control is not even good for this thing. It's quite bad, actually. Oh my god, you can see spots and shit. Of course, these are the the Amazing Chocolatier. Quite the mouthful of chocolate, right? The Amazing Chocolatier. And yes, these are beige or cream legends as opposed to white. These are cream, even though these are white. Yeah, these really should have been just the same color. The legends, I mean. So that's my main gripe with SA Chocolatier. The second one, of course, is that it's SA. And so here's an example of the profile. This, and then the top rows uses the row 1 as well. So it is 1 1 2 3 4 3. So some will use 1 1 2 3 4 4. And this just depends on what you like. Okay, so that's the board. I don't know if there's anything else you want to know. Let me know. Okay. Russ says makes me excited for mine. Yep, should be pretty fun. Let's see. Andrew says sounds odd, yet hollow and tinky. Moki Doki says SA plus Box Navy was so cool to me for like 1 week. There's an actual percussion instrument. Yes, that backspace could awaken the dead. Take it away, it's too ugly. The logo? Ugh. Fox to Clean says, so what's the verdict, Anthony? Whites, pale blues, royals, a different box. Box whites for me, 100%. I still like those the best out of all the box switches. Box royals. Honestly, if you ask me, you know, say on a scale of 10, it's a solid 4 from me. I think it's based on my preference, right? I just, we're already gonna take -2 or -1 for the tilted stems, and it's not for me. Again, I said it's not for me. It's not for me. All right. You might enjoy it. You might fucking love it. You might think it's the best thing ever. It's not for me, and I acknowledge that. But if you like sharp tactility, you like something, you like when you type on, when you push down on the keycap, it pushes back at you. You take a bite off this piece of chocolate and it bites back. Then this is for you, but not for me. It does what it sets out to do quite well. Of course, you still have a lot of the box switch problems, right? Like they're loud. They, again, if that's what you want anyway, sure. They're loud. They they have that really plasticky sound to them. And tilted stems, that's real shit. But yeah, but these are definitely very tactile. Yeah, so this is a great board for people at meetups or whatever when they or just friends and visitors. You know, when they show up, it's a great board to show them. You know, compare this with a MX Brown's board, or to show them different kinds of tactility, even Topra as well. Or you can compare box whites. You know, some linear switches. Hey, you know, some options. And I think that SA caps are almost necessary on box royals, at least for me. Really mutes the switch a bit, tames it. Otherwise, it's a bit much. Foxy Clean says, I guess I have to go buy some box whites then. Damn, you and Chewy seem low. I mean, yeah, I really like them. I think out of all the box switches, they're the most likable ones. I would actually say that. NGB says, reminds me how Bing Stream sounds, sort of. Yeah, especially the higher rows. Yes, I have burnt orange. In fact, that was my first box switch. Hated them. Absolutely hated them. I would actually prefer this to box switches. Ah, the box burnt orange. And yes, I love the stem color, but yeah, those I don't like them. Oh, you mean the orange, right? Not the purple. All right, so that's the board. What else? Again, next week. So sneak peek of next week. TKC 1800. That's just sitting there. So we're gonna unbox that sometime next week, and we're gonna stream the build too. And I'm officially moving tomorrow, but I don't really need to move until July. I don't need to get out of this place until July 8th. So if you need the new address, let me know. If you have something that, you know, you place an order of a group buy or a mass drop or something and it's shipping to me, please let me know so I can give you the right address to update. And what else? And there might not be a stream on July 6th, just so that I can finish the move, because it's the weekend before the move, right? I gotta get stuff done. So, but I will let you guys know. There will still be a stream next Friday, unless something horrible happens. But yeah, so that week leading up to the move, I'm gonna try to miss only one stream. I'm gonna try not to miss 2 Fridays, because, you know, I should have enough time to set everything up once I actually do the move. Hopefully. We'll boost a goal on LOL in exchange for keyboard stuff. Girl, yes, you missed the typing test just by a bit, but here's some. What's your view on box royals? Very tactile, not for me, unfortunately. I mean, I already knew that going in. Please don't give me the real 4 out of 10. I was just kidding. I was just kind of just saying that if you're asking me how I feel about it, like overall yes, overall no. Again, for me, it's still overall no, but for a lot of people, it would be a yes, right? I'm not saying it's a bad switch. If you like it, go for it, because other than the tilted stems, it does a lot of other things well. So I'm not gonna knock it for it, right? Again, just preferences, and I keep saying it's not my thing. But I understand a lot of people like them, so that's why I did this. And yeah, definitely too much activity for me and too much weight. These are switches that are fun to try, but if you want to game with them or type on them for hours and hours, I wouldn't do this. What the hell is gonna happen to your roommate? Asked NGB. Okay, so he actually spoke to or asked me about it. Spoke to me about it a few days ago. Yesterday, and so the move out date is in 2 weeks, 15 days, yeah. And apparently he has not started searching. Amazing. And the thing is, we already knew we were not going to renew the lease because that's what he said. You know, I think 2-3 months ago, he was like, yeah, you know, we're not going to renew. I'm not going to renew the lease. I'm like, okay. And so that's why, you know, I started looking at places. Turns out he hasn't looked at all. And he probably thinks it's my fault, right? Probably thinks, oh, you didn't tell me. But when we moved here as well, I did all the searching for the apartments. And, you know, I had to look online. I had to look at dozens and dozens of places. I did all the calling and messaging and shit as well. And emailing. Yeah, so I don't know. Rainy says, I love how spacey placements. Any idea where he got them? Okay, so mass drop and novel keys are where you want to get them from. So if you look up if you look up Godspeed on mass drop, Godspeed desk mat or desk pad or whatever, you'll find a bunch. Or better yet, Rainy, join the Discord and we can give you the links. There's a link to the Discord down below and on this channel. You should see it. What's the top switches? Anthony asks, oh, titty. For me, box whites, well, not in any particular order. Box whites, RGB browns, vintage blacks. Those are the three. NGB says 2 out of 10, I hate him. Unfortunately, I'm not in California. I wish I were. Sadly, I'm not. I actually went just 3 months ago. I went to California for the first time ever. But yeah, I'm in Texas. Sadly. Fucking hate it, but I'm stuck here for another year. I can fix it, I tilted. Okay. So, I will see you all next week for the unboxing of the TKC 1800 and the build. And thanks for tuning in, everybody. I warmly welcome all the new folks and all the new subs as well. New followers. People like Rainy. Welcome to the stream. Hope to see you next time. Okay, who else is here? Yeah, if you and Cali, I was going to say I'd rent to you. Oh, shit. Oh, Cali's expensive. I guess it depends on which part of Cali. Maybe I might move there for grad school. Well, we'll see. And I mean, Twitch global mod. He'd understand that streamer life. Okay, is there a way to get? Okay, let's see. RGB brown housing, just a few. I mean, you're just gonna have to buy them. All right, see you, Rainy. Oh, titty. Yoel, Shahar 3222, Master Wonder. Hey, Master Wonder. Yep, a bit too late. Hi and bye. Foxy Clean as well. Alex. Who else? Yep. I will see you all. Have a good weekend and all that. Not negative as well. Good night. And Daredevil. No problem. Thanks for tuning in again. Alright. See you all. And good night, Chewy. I think that's the last one. I hope that's the last one.